How's it going, guys? Roguestay here, bringing you another video, and today we have a little tournament recap for my last cup run I had at Ipswich Geek Retreat. So yeah, I'm going to just break down what we did, what we played, and how the day went in general. So we started the day off by going to Geek Retreat. Well, it's about a 2-ish hour drive for me, but I've never been to the store, so I wanted to go play and have a look around. Really nice store, really nice people in there, like really great community. So we went in using Poison Archaludon. Now this deck, I have been sitting there and singing its praises for a long time to anybody who will listen to me, and generally it performed at this tournament, so I can't complain. But I'm not going to spoil anything. The deck list is really simple. I just kept it as plain and as consistent as I could, because I find when you add too many little techs in, the consistency of the deck falls. In the best of 3 format, you just want your deck to do the same thing every goddamn time. I didn't pull off no donks in this tournament. I tried, but we got close. But yeah, this is mad. So, okay, game 1. We end up going against a Golden Go. It was a really close game. I won game 1 with a interesting plays and just sort of like figured out, okay, poison, make sure we play around the Pheasantipity, try to take the poison knockouts when we can. We won game 1. It was a very long game 1. So game 2, we came to a point where I could have won the game if I used my Badoo and Itchy Pollen and just really try to control the game that way. But I got greedy and got scared to draw. So I swung with my Archaludon and just hoped that we didn't get knocked out back, because big HP does big HP things. And annoyingly, we got knocked out. So that happened. So we end up game 1 with a tie. Game 2, we went against Tank Turtles. Now, this is something I was not expecting to see at this tournament, but Archaludon numbers just swing so perfect to shut down Fez, to shut just to get around the tanky little buffalo thing. Honestly, all the numbers we end up hitting are just so perfect. So we end up going 2-0 in that game. So we are currently 1-0-1 in the tournament, and I'm feeling quietly confident, you know. Game 3, we've gone against a Dragapult matchup. Dragapult was one of the decks I was like, if I can pull off early, cheeky little donk knockouts, we have a possibility of winning this. So we won game 1 by pretty much following that game plan of cheeky little poison donks where we can, Kieran's to make sure we get the big knockout when we need it, and still playing around the poison knockouts to shut down the Fez, to shut down the draw as much as we could. So game 1 went to plan. Game 2 was very much a case of I couldn't find what I needed when I needed it, what happens. So we end up losing game 2. Game 3, we played it out just to see. I was hoping I could get the donk and take the win that way, but we end up tying because we basically both filled our benches and ran out of time. So we're currently on 1-0-2 in a 5-round cup. So I was pretty skeptical at this point. I was thought, okay, win it out and let's go. So round 4, we end up going against Gardevoir, what arguably is our worst matchup. We swiftly got 2-0'd. So we were on a 1-1-2 record. Took a nice little lunch break, came back, and we had our last round, round 5. Well, I ended up going against Joltik Box. Now, Joltik Box is arguably one of my best matchups I could find, because Pikachu is not really a big threat to us because we have the poison knockout. Iron Hands, once again, we kill through poison. Joltik, we can kill through poison. So there's so many outs for us in this matchup. Game 1, my opponents decided to basically take a big swing on one prize ahead. They took a big swing against my Archaludon with the Pikachu, so discarded all energy. That was fine by me. I was able to evolve another Duraludon on the bench, get all my energy back, boss up the Iron Hands, poison, put the Archaludon into the active, swung for big number, killed it and took all the energy out, and basically they're playing very much from the backhand on that point, so we're just able to basically keep bossing up 2 prizes and play our game plan. Game 2, pretty much similar situation. They tried to go around more with the Iron Leaves because they were bricking something chronic, sadly to say. but we ended up taking that one. So we were 2-1-2 going into Top Cup. Now, Top Cup, I didn't think I was making it. I thought I was bubbling out. So it was a top 8 points, top 4 cup. I ended up looking at the score and magically, somehow I bubbled in. We made it into the top 4 cup. How on earth that is absolutely beyond me. But anyway, it's time for a rematch against Gardy. So against Gardy this time around, I was able to pull off game 1 very comfortably. Took the win. Once again, they bricked up very terribly. I was able to just keep bossing up the lone Ralts on the bench, poison, pass, and doing all that sort of stuff, getting my bosses back into deck. I had easy amp and just was, 4 prizes ahead before I even took a prize, so we were very confident on that. Game 2 was a lot closer, so we were playing around, but my opponent misplayed by not using their Serendipity. I don't know if they thought I knocked out through poison, but I didn't. So it was a case of, okay, I have 2 cards left in deck. I have the Power Pad in hand with the Pokegear. I was really hoping they didn't Iono me, because then it really puts it to a risky, hope I draw the right card sort of situation. So we end up going, okay, the Power Pad boss back into deck, use the Pokegear to pick up my last 2 cards in deck, grab the boss up the damaged Guardian on the bench, and take the game. So we're in the finals. Now, when I say it's the weirdest game I've ever played, it's up there. So game 1, I had a chance for the donk. I proceeded to go through. I checked my deck, and lo and behold, both my Petra runs. I mean, both. Like, I run 2, and both I'm in the prizes. I did take a picture of the prizes, so I'll put up on screen here. It was terrible. Like, I just couldn't make it up, but somehow we pulled off the win. Was very happy with that. Went into game 2. Feel confident that I'm game 1 up. I felt very good into the matchup. Personally, I just felt like I had a plan. But game 2, I end up prizing 2 out of my 3 Duraludons. And every time I got a little Duraludon on the bench chilling with an energy on there, it got bossed and killed. I kept bringing it back and trying. It got bossed and killed. It was sad. Like, I'd even play Itchy Pollen trying to stop that situation happening, but he kept dying, and I had no way of accelerating out. Like, I wish Fortune was still a thing, because maybe I would have had an out. But yeah, so we're 1-1 in the series. Went into the last game. Now, this is the weirdest game I think I've ever played. I end up having like a lone Badoo fighting for its life, just trying to control the game as much as possible, and I end up losing because I just weren't able to get a board state. I couldn't find no draw supporters. I couldn't find anything. My Squawkabilly was prized. I was just not able to sort of accelerate my board state in any feats of imagination. So we end up losing that one and going and coming second in the end. So we lost in the finals. Just missed out on that playmat. I really want that playmat. So yeah, that was my Ipswich run. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know how your cup runs have been going, because, well, mine, it's the first cup I've played in I don't know how long, and it went really well, and still filled me with some confidence that I can play competitive. But yeah, anyway, for now, I'll catch all you fine as beautiful people later. Peace out, guys. Bye.